This Gruul Delirium deck just finished top 16 at the Champions Cup yesterday, May 3rd, running 4 copies of Tirsa Lightshatter and 0 copies of Wrenn and Realmbreaker and 0 copies of the Omnivorous Flytrap, which is usually what occupies the 3-drop slot in this deck. So I'm excited to try this out. One of the interesting things about how they've built it is they essentially have 0 removal. There's technically like 2 copies of Bushwhack, which could maybe fight something, but probably is just a turn 1 sorcery to fill the graveyard for Delirium and fetch a land. There is a single copy of Pyroclasm, which maybe you draw a discard into and it hits at a good time. To be fair, most of our stuff has 3 toughness, barring the Wickervolk, so this could be a clean sweep. But that is the entirety of the removal in the main deck, and so for best of 1, I've definitely thought about tweaking it. Their deck has 2 copies of Obliterating Bolt in the sideboard, which you could bring in, and then that's basically it. So I have thought about reducing the number of Violent Urges and or Overprotects to make space for more removal, but I'm kind of liking what they're doing here. They're being super aggressive. I imagine the goal here is to set up Fear of Missing Out and then give someone 2 attack phases and then combine that with Double Strike or Overprotect to go for the kill. So it's hyper aggressive. We're just going to hope that we're on the play. The other thing I have to say is there is a whole bunch of sideboarding available for artifact removal. Surprise, for the Steel Cutter, which was 22% of the European regional tournament meta. So they have 2 copies of the Scrap Shooter in the sideboard, which we could, quite frankly, main deck here. And maybe we'll make some changes halfway through the best of 1 gameplay. They also have a Heritage Reclamation in the sideboard, which can hit artifacts. They also have a 2 Pick Your Poison in the sideboard, which can hit artifacts, and a Haywire Might, which can hit non-creature artifacts or enchantments. So it's interesting. People definitely have Steel Cutter on the mind. Of all of these, I would definitely be thinking about Scrap Shooter. If you have any green decks that need an extra creature around, I would definitely think about main decking more of these, as it is in answer to the Steel Cutter. Probably better when you're on the play, so you can nab it before they get value, but on the draw hopefully could be okay too. So all right, here we go. We're gonna run some best of 1. I did make only 1 change. I cut the Surveil lands down from 3 to 2 because I want to curve out. If we're gonna be hyper aggressive, let's just get it done. I'm officially back from the baby shower, by the way. 5 hours out, 5 hours back, and we are right back to it. Someone asked if I was gonna miss any videos over the weekend. No, we don't miss videos here. At least we certainly try not to. We got a big week this week. I have to finish editing the the speedrun to Mythic video, and potentially have 2 collabs lined up. Plus, I am meeting with Rstall today. We're just gonna chat out some different options for some content we could do together. So, good things are coming our way. You got some different fun content ahead of you in the next week or 2 for sure. Comments wise. Leeson Ray 5432 says, after I played Mobilize with Voice and Pack Beast, they seem so good in every white deck I make. I made a Selesnya deck with them and counters. There are a bunch of green cards that boost counters on ETB for tokens. I don't think I've seen a single person play Pack Beast in like ranked best of 1 standard, and I haven't really seen many people play Voice either. It's interesting. It's one of those cards that, like I said in the preview set, is like, man, in a different time and place it would be so freaking good, but it's just kind of outclassed by mono red. I think we're on the draw. We could fetch a basic on 1, set up a sorcery. It's fine. I don't think I'm gonna mulligan this. We've decayed to rank 230 over like 3 days. It's not that we've decayed, there are just so many people playing that if you don't play constantly, someone else is gonna get in there. Yeah, the sorcery's fine here, just to fill the graveyard, I guess. If we save it, we could fight something on 3. Though getting a basic mountain is not awful. To avoid some painland damage over the course of the game. I think holding it could also be correct. Aha! Not many people play the Challenger on 2. Okay, I think we start with the Fear of Missing Out. Get a land. Probably one of the Painlands can go. Maybe the Forest can go. But we are very much on the draw here. And our goal was to be on the play. That was our primary strategy, was to be on the play. And it's not going quite as planned. But not the 1/1. So there's no Rage in hand. So they have an opt, basically, is what this is. I think no blocks here. If you had Rage, you attack with the 1/1. So they must have a... Yeah, they must have an Opt. So they can pump the prowess up to 3/3s, but... They probably could have attacked with the 1/1. Like, if they had attacked with the 1/1, I would have assumed they had Rage and I wouldn't have blocked at all. Like, there probably is a level of bluffing you can do here. So, we have land and sorcery. We could dump instant and creature and turn on Delirium for what it's worth. And the question is, do we just die next turn anyway? This is probably yes, but I don't think we get there by not attacking. Land and sorcery. So here is creature... Actually, artifact creature, that just does it. So we could bin, I mean, we want to land a double spell next turn. Overprotect might be a way to win the game, though. Artifact, creature, land, sorcery. I think this is better. Keep the overprotect. Question, does anyone hang back here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 off of 1 spell. 9, 10, 11 off of 2. So probably someone should hang back. I guess we could leave back the fear of missing out. No, we'll leave back the... Leave back the Tirsa block, actually. We'll sacrifice the Tirsa, try to get 2 combat steps of the fear of missing out, and hope to just, like, hit double strike. I think we have to prepare to block this turn. It sucks, but they have 3 cards in hand. Like, are they just not going to have 2 spells to double prowess up? Spell number 1, looks like game. 11 presented, so we have to block. See if they have anything else here. Okay, probably lethal. Block here, takes 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it's for sure lethal. I mean, I don't think you win by not attacking with anything there, but this is for sure lethal here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is called being on the draw. Should be on the play. But I liked what we did. I mean, we hit our Delirium. We were setting up. We had Overprotect in hand. Like, you could see how if we're on the play, we set up Delirium really quickly. We had Fear of Missing Out. And we were ready to give someone a second combat step with +3/+3 and try to push for lethal. It's just a matter of being on the draw, I think. We could have even lost on the draw, but, like, that is what the deck is trying to do. Alright, let's try again. Sean Moley, 3142, says, I tried your recent Dimir deck and I'm climbing, so thanks, Doctor. You're welcome. I think that Dimir deck is super fun. I think anything that plays different cards is fun. I think the Oil Deep Gear Hulk is just a cool card. It's got cool artwork. It's a Gear Hulk, which is always, I think, a satisfying. It's a, it's a strong creature to play. It's got good stats. It's got lifelink. It feels powerful. It feels like a powerful card. Whether or not it's meta or not, I think it's fun to play. And overall, I think that deck is decent. I like that I only had a single 6-mana demon on top, so it's not clogging your hand too much. I like that that wasn't the only win con. You could win through the double Jace alone. You could win through the Gear Hulks or the Sheldred, just attacking and draining. 4 stock-ups. I think I had a lot of angles to it. I really like that deck. I haven't always loved Dimir, but I really liked that deck. Big K of Justice says about my Bant Mill video, this deck is rough to play in Platinum. Dude, this deck is rough to play anytime. I did not love that deck very much. I like most decks I play. I said it in the middle of the video. I don't know if I like the Bant Glacierwood Siege Mill deck. It doesn't sit with me right. For some reason, I like Jace Mill. Even the Monument Mill is okay, like Enzorius Control. Something about the Siege just sitting there and just feels like you're surviving on the back foot the whole game. It didn't sit well with me. I didn't love it. It didn't feel... I felt unsettled the entire time playing it. Zain Din Had Zaj Leisha asks, random question, but have you ever played Yu-Gi-Oh! Or some other TCGs? Yes. Unsurprisingly, based on my anime series, I grew up playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For sure, 100%. We're on the draw again. This is not part of our strategy. Yeah, but mana's good. Yeah, we got a 1-drop. That's a great hand. Just gotta be on the play more often. For sure grew up playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Boros with the creature land. I did not play Pokemon. I do not know how to play the Pokemon card game. I owned a couple cards as a kid, but I have no idea. I know there are like energy cards. Maybe you use those to pay for the attacks. I know there are like attacks on the Pokemon. I have no idea how to play that game. Okay. Set up for fear here. Can bin. Maybe the Seed of Hope. at this point, and then just go right into Tirsa. If we're trying to be aggro, I think the instant can go. Go land, Tirsa, bin, land plus sorcery. If we want to just set it up immediately. We actually don't have to bin the sorcery. Huh. Okay, Lightning Helix Mouse Soldier. With Vigilance. I mean, blocking isn't awful here because, I guess we give them the choice of which one to block, if anything. Feels like we should just set up for Tirsa here instead. If we play Tirsa and attack, they probably block whichever one we don't pick. I think this is fine. Okay, Pyroclasm is interesting against them, actually. I think we'll just bin the land and the Pyroclasm, and they're running Lightning Helix, right? In theory, the Pyroclasm could be very good. Definitely land. Rage is not bad. I think we will... Pyroclasm could be insanely good this coming turn, though, right? Nothing on one, then Lightning Helix. Soldiers? Pyroclasm could be insane. Which means I think I'll bin the Rage in case they kill our creature. We have nothing to put it on. Or we don't have to bin the Rage, I guess. Maybe we'll keep everything but the land here. Doesn't set us up for a Tirsa later. That's interesting. Okay, so double strike plus Rage this turn would be 6, 7. That'd be 14 damage in one turn. Yeah, that dies to Pyroclasm. The attack. I don't really see stick. Cool. Yeah, Pyroclasm is nuts. It's a good call on our part. I think we just Pyroclasm first. You could try to hit the... You could try to hit a land off the fear. I guess we Rage here first. And try to double strike next turn. And get at least the +1 benefit of the Rage. You can also do nothing and try to set up, but we have, I don't know, a lot of mana to cast per turn. I think I just want to be efficient. I think one of the two should be cast this turn. And we leave behind a +1 to benefit off the Urge next turn. Challenger. Another hero. 1 mana open. I don't really see stick. We do have the trample here. Double strike for 5, so we're gonna deal 10 damage. Technically, we could threaten lethal if we hit the Wicker Folk, for what it's worth. Fear is nuts next turn. Plus, we just land. Okay. Cool. Five, 4 first strike. Double strike off Delirium. Play the free land. Okay. I don't think they can go Pump Fling in one turn. They could if they target the Challenger. If they go like Rage on the Challenger, hit like another +3 on the Challenger, attack, sneak through trample damage, then Fling. Maybe they could win that turn. I've lost from 26 to 0, so can never really count them out. That was cool. The one of Pyroclasm, very very useful that game for sure. Also, I'm supposed to be checking, there's a 1,000 gold reward. I tried to check it last time. Apparently I got it wrong. Apparently there's a different 1,000 gold reward that is for brand new accounts. If you play 3 games of draft, you win it. And apparently the entirety of my 5 years of account ownership, I've never played 3 games of draft or something like that. That's what the theory is in the chat. We're on the draw again. Definitely not scripted. Yeah, our hand's fine. We don't have double green. But, I'll keep this. It's Boros. Boros can vote, potentially. Okay, one more land. Sure. Guess we could hold full control to threaten a Burst Lightning or something. Kind of missed that boat, but might as well. That's it. They're gonna flash in the pair 1/1s here. Land isn't awful in hand because it sets up a turn 4 double spell. Curator is kind of random here. I think you can go, or we could bin the second Fear Missing Out, but it's a good card. I think we'll keep the next land for now. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so we could go instant you, bin the artifact creature. That would only be 3. Alright, they're doing the thing here. Oh my gosh, here we go. Jesus Christ, dude, chill. I don't think we can set up Delirium here, right? We could discard the artifact or the sorcery and play an instant and still not get there. They could just win next turn, which feels like what they're going to do if they're going to Yurgo us. So the Fear Missing Out does block, okay. So maybe it's that plus Seed of Hope. Just try to live this turn. No attacks. Let's open green. And maybe the artifact creature? But the next land is not looking necessary here, especially if we Seed of Hope this turn. Okay, let's chill here. I mean, it feels like they're just going to go turn 3 Wombo combo. And we'll go block, block, Seed of Hope. Hope we live. No, just Knight Errant. Okay. For 0 mana. And there's the Wombo combo. Set up for next turn, so we've basically lost here. What would it take to win? Tirsa. I mean, it doesn't help us win. What helps us win here? We would need more life gain. I remember I have to get trounced this turn. I feel like to win, we'd have to set up Delirium with Violent Urge and like another pump spell. Even that is a lot to ask from 20. I think Tirsa is an okay pick. The Landless is double spell, which is also okay. I mean, again, I think we've basically lost here. Bushwhack. That probably has to happen to fight the Evangelist. Again, we still probably lost here. Yeah, this guy is spamming us. He's a dickhead, you would say. Okay, I have to fight this guy. Does turn on Delirium. First strike and +1 doesn't really do that much. Breakout is only going to get, what? Like another Wicker Folk, basically? Another Fear Missing Out. We might whiff on it too, so I think it's just this. And that's probably it. I mean, I think we're going to lose. You could attack and threaten the Violent Urge. But we'll block as many things as we can and take, what, 3, 4... Shelter by Ghosts. Christ. This guy is so fucking annoying. Why are you spamming your emotes the entire game, dude? Just chill. Just like... Oh, I can mute him, I guess. There we go, that makes life better. They just attack with you? Are you crazy? That's insane. Almost no removal in the deck. We do kind of have to attack here. I mean, they've just won next turn, but I don't think waiting here while they do that every turn is good either. Oh, it's not that great. Jump block, get a free 1/1. That is bizarre, dude. What the hell? What is going on here? That's crazy. We don't want to kill the nesting bot. Anything but the nesting bot is good. Like, sequentially. Maybe we'll kill them all anyway with double strike, but... Sure. Alright, this guy's dumb as shit. That was insane. What the hell, dude? Okay. Well, Breakout could get what? Still could whiff here, I think. Wickerfolk comes in with haste. We could win next turn. This guy comes in with haste, too. Let's just play this guy out. Land can stay in hand at this point. Well, that was insane. Let's see if they still beat us. Okay, they play Recruiter now. Oh, they just want the value. Jeez, dude. What the hell? Okay. Still might lose, sadly. Fear missing out is good. Let us dig for one more opportunity. Fast land can go. Nope, not helpful. If we tackle, they can block with the Knight Errant once, but not twice. I think it's just the Wicker Folks. Play this. Block. Block, block. Take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Still live. It's going to trade more creatures? Nah. Okay, well, we'll see if he can get the kill here. We'll hold full control. Dude's down to 9. It's okay. Kind of depends if they attack with the Knight Errant or not. Like, what do we really want here? An Overprotect would be crazy, right? An Overprotect or Violent Urge or Rage. I think you actually dig for better. Land sucks, but I think there are some picks that end the game on the spot, kind of. Like Rage would be huge, too. If any other creature here, it does get haste as well. Okay, that guy could get haste. Okay. Everyone gets haste. Probably attack all button. No, careful attacks. Interesting. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's probably no blocks. Let's keep the fear missing out. I don't know how we're going to win, but I don't think it's through blocking here, per se. Our blocks get better next turn, right? Land on top. Sucks. Okay. I don't know if we can threaten lethal or not. If we went block, block, we'd take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I can't block that. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They'd have lethal. I think we have to assume they're going to block here, though. I think we have to pretend to threaten lethal. I don't think the fear of missing out can really get in. That's great. It's fantastic. Okay. Plus we get a discard draw? What the hell? No land. Still, we live another day here. We'll keep both in hand for a Tirsa. Hold full control for what it's worth. Sure, that does not have haste, though. Also did not wait to flash that in on our turn. Must have the next recruiter in hand. Okay. Alright, probably game there, then. See how the math works out. Yeah, it's got to be game at this point. Wow. That guy threw it every turn and is still going to win here. I mean, I'm assuming we have to block everything. Take 6, 7. Yeah, I mean, it's lethal for sure. That was crazy. He threw away all of his 1/1s with the Recruiter in hand for a double strike. We needed to top deck like one Monstrous Rage. Maybe could have gotten there with the Fear of Missing Out. Or one more like double strike threat. That was a bizarre game. I motored us the entire game and almost threw it. Weird. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that. Dime 2004 says, Dr. Orcus, you shouldn't have drawn 3 with your second Jace in game 2 of the band mill deck. Just milled in 15, the monument the turn after, and you finished. You were correct. I watched that back, and yeah, they were at 30 cards left in library. And I'm not sure what they had. It doesn't matter what they had in graveyard. So a mill 15 would have put a minimum of 15 cards in the graveyard and 15 cards left in deck, and then one more turn would have monument. I think I ended up winning that game anyway, but you're right. I missed lethal a turn early off of that. Jokester6262 says, I enjoy seeing you play the Hank decks, probably the Jank decks, to hear how you would go about improving for ranked. That information is gold to newbies like me. Good. I'm glad you like it. I do the best that I can with that. Dickadon1124 says, I found that one-off dissection tool is very strong in the flex slot over something like Dissimulation Aegis, or Aegis in the artifacts, blue-white artifacts control deck. But I've been playing more repurposing Bay-centric lists. Dissection Tool's a card I've never played before. We have double red here, which has nothing except for Fear of Missing Out. If we don't, we're on the draw. We have 2 turns to hit it, and then we're okay. Otherwise, we kind of lose the game. I think it's okay to keep. It's not great. It's very on the edge. Okay, Orzhov. Survey land. Alright. It is playable, though, for what it's worth. It means we have an extra turn to screw around with hitting land. Huh. What do you think this is? Aha. Never didn't have it. Okay, I think we still set up the fear. Keep the land, discard maybe one of the Wicker Folks. Get artifact and creature down there. Cool. Next turn, go Beastie, plus maybe Breakout. Rest in peace. Alright, there goes Delirium. So let's forget about that, which means Beastie is useless and will never be able to attack for the rest of the game. So now we need a new win con. That is unfortunate, I would say. I would call that unfortunate. Breakout is pretty much no different from a Wicker Folk. It's worse than a Wicker Folk, right? Wow, this is not great. I mean, Fear of Missing Out, binning the Beastie isn't bad. How are we actually going to win this game? I think we've kind of lost here. It's a fairly hard counter. We either go Haste or we bin the Beastie. I think we'll bin the Beastie. 4 or more card types in a graveyard. We're just never going to be able to get rid of that card. More land. Alright. Hit for 2. No stick, no smite. I don't know about this game. I feel as if we've been hard countered. Lockdown. I feel like we've been even harder countered. Oh. Yikes. Let's hope it's not a Beastie. Oh, only Beasties. Damn. Alright. That's great. Oh, they locked down their own Rest in Peace, actually. I wonder if they have one more, or they're gonna like Pixie bounce it. If they pick it up and put it back down, I think I'm about done with this game. Prophetic Prism. 2 mana. When it enters, draw a card. Pay 1 and tap to add 1 mana of any color. Oh my gosh. Alright, but we're kind of back in the game here. There's a stick on their end. So we have instant and sorcery. Fortunately, that's not great with our hand. But we'll see if we can't get Delirium here somehow. Probably don't need the Bushwhack. I mean, we really don't need the land, right? Okay, sure. The Worm. Already have instant and sorcery. I think we'll save Overprotect, either as literally a protection spell, Alright, well that's probably game. Oh, God. I think that's game. I think we scooped there. Like, what are we really going to do, right? We do have the worm. We do have the worm. Okay, Hexproof does not save from lockdown effects. There goes our graveyard. No more Delirium. Bushwhack could actually get us the land for the worm, but we have to top deck the land here. Okay. Sure. Tirsa. That's nice. I mean, if they don't get rid of the graveyard again, it's not a 2-drop, but I think it's okay. What was the option there? Maybe we should have taken the 2-drop. Tirsa, try to hit land, I think. I mean, I think we've lost this game for sure. We have no main decked enchantment hate. Probably keep the urge for like a sneaky win con. Okay. I think that's it for now. That's interesting. I mean, luckily we have mostly expensive cards, so... What is the worst card in hand? Do we even want to discard anything? Like, this hand isn't bad. I would take a land for the worm, I guess. Assuming they can hard sweep away the first Light Shatter. I think we can get rid of Violent Urge. Hasty Creature's not bad against them. I think we'll keep what we got. Oh, we have to discard something? Yeah, we'll just keep the stuff that's not going to get swept up by Rest in Peace. I'm assuming, we will see some kind of sweeper or some kind of answer to Tirsa. Lockdown again, so it's not a Day of Judgment or Sunfall. Alright, that's okay. We have the backup Tirsa anyway. With the land for the Hasty Worm. Game's not over. Just be mana efficient this turn. There's stick right now. It could just be the Momentum Breaker. Attempt to attack. Alright, down to 13. The game goes on. Much longer than I thought. Kaya. Whew. Alright. How are we feeling about this, guys? -3. It's only a 1/1. They attack us, which is very bold. We could hit an Overprotect, I guess. Off the Seed of Hope. Wouldn't have enough mana for that. I think we're just binning Seed of Hope here. Okay. I don't know what else we would hit. We wouldn't use Double Strike or Rage. Does it go down? Nice. Save the land in hand to discard. Technically, we could hit another 1-drop. We could hit a Beastie here to try to play it. I suppose it's worth it. Just take a threat. Okay, hold on to the land. Discard the land. Curator could be a random 7/7 threat. If it survives. Scroll Shift. Okay. So they can pick up the Momentum Breaker. At some point, maybe? Auto discard draw. This is a 5-mana token. Alright. Quite the deck. That won't do it? Okay. I mean, we're getting close to being done here. They might not have more than one Kaya. Oh my gosh, Wish counter. What do you think they're going to get? It feels like they need some Ketchumos in here. Right? They got all exile effects. I feel like they must run 4 Ketchumos and they just haven't drawn it. Maybe they run Scroll Shift instead. They are really into this strategy. 25 cards left. Maybe they're just going to mill us. They got to be out of basics at this point, right? Land can go. Tirsa will keep. So you can go. Sadly, we'll ban one of you guys. Land can go. Rest in peace, back to hand. Lockdown. Sure. Okay. Run it back. Sure. Run it back. What else do they have with scroll shifts? They're up to 22 life. Discard the land. Okay. Sure. Discard no cards, draw a free card. It's a land. I think you hold on to that. Surveil's not awful. Do you think they're really going to pick it up and put it back down again? Like, are you not out of scroll shifts? 1, 2... 2 Kirans, 2 scroll shifts. They'll have more for sure, but who's to say they draw it? Whereas our discard outlets are... nothing. We're out of discard outlets. Alright, might as well play it out. Okay. Funky game. Credit to Yuche for doing something different. We'll bin the 2-drop. Dies to the lockdown bounce again. Getting us for 1 point at a time. It's another land. I will attack. I will play everything out because we have no more 17 cards left. Momentum Breaker. Sack our last creature. So what's left in the deck that's relevant? Not a whole lot at this point. The Curator can't even be a 7/7 because there's nothing in the graveyard to eat. That is a hasty threat at least. But they can gain a good chunk of life off the Momentum Breakers. I don't even know if we can win before we deck ourselves. We also have 6 lands left, which is not great. All those are terrible top decks. I don't even think it's really possible to win here. 2 breakouts. A single Curator is our last threat, right? So either they whiff... there it is. But like, one more round of anything. We're just toast here. They have 31 cards left. Violent Urge is basically useless. Beastie is truly useless. Seed of Hope is close to useless. Actually, Seed of Hope is useless. Pyroclasm is largely useless. Land is largely useless. And they still have another Momentum Breaker to eat. We only have 1 creature left that's relevant. We were hanging in there, though. Alright, gain 4 life. Back up to 13. They just have to whiff. They have to go land, top deck 5 turns in a row. It's happened to me. Then in it. Okay. I'll give them the good game. Thank you for doing something different. I mean, I would call this pretty different. The Scroll Shift and the Kirin and a single clay, but that's good. That's good enough for me. I don't think I need to see any more of that game. But it was a cool deck for sure. Different from the usual stuff. Yeah, so Dissection Tool I've never actually played. I know it's like, I think that's a very solid sideboard card in Best of 3. Because you bring it in against Mono Red, and I honestly don't even remember what you do. The thing is you have to sacrifice a creature to equip it, right? Which always weirds me out. MTG Dissection Tool. And I feel like there usually aren't that many creatures in the decks that want to play it, but I'm probably missing something, right? Like, it's not... I haven't played with it myself, so I can't really grasp how strong it is. So it's a 5-mana artifact equipment. When it enters Manifest Dread, okay, that is a creature, then attach Dissection Tool to that creature. So you automatically get... Quick Creature is +2/+2. Oh, and Death Touch lifelink. Okay, so you automatically get... For 5 mana, you get a 4/4 Death Touch lifelink. And you could re-equip it by sacking something. But for free, you get a 4/4 Death Touch lifelink. That's re-equipable? So why don't you just run I don't know, a 4-mana 4/4 lifelink. I guess you dodge sweepers with the artifact, but you want it against mono red, right? Maybe the colors that want to play it don't have that option. Like the Oil Deep Gearhulk, for example. Feels like a similar card. We're on the play. No 1-drop, but otherwise we're good. Against rank 40 Mythic, Phil. Give him the green. Nobody knows what that means. We are on the play against Is It. Let's see if we can nab a win on the play. Sure. Hasty Creature. Light Shatter. Probably bin the Worm. And maybe another Light Shatter. Unless we want the artifact in the graveyard. Blotch you. Might as well attack. Yeah, you're not gonna block. Bushwhack. We probably want to fight the Slickshot next turn, actually. So I think we want you in hand. I think it is the Worm, plus like the next Light Shatter. I think that makes sense to me. We're not at Delirium yet, but we'll maybe get there eventually. Next turn could Wickerfolk and Bushwhack the Slickshot. Yeah, I think that's still what we're doing here. Overall, I like Tirsa. Like, you do set up Delirium really fast, as opposed to Ren or the Fly Trap. The Fly Trap is amazing. It hits crazy hard, but really consistently setting up Delirium with Tirsa does feel strong as well. 1 mana open. Will they hold back? Rage there. Okay. I think we are still Bushwhacking the Slickshot. They're totally tapped out, so we have full information here. Yeah, I think that's still the play. Technically, we don't have to show it. Depends what we think they're going to do. Because if we Bushwhack first, they might try to block the Tirsa. I think if we just hold up in 1 mana, they might not double block the Tirsa. Green open. This is okay with me. Block there. That's it. Okay, that's a really good outcome for us. Great. 2/4. Sadly, we don't have lethal presented. But we can Bushwhack. Fight our 3/3 fights the 2/3, and that's really a huge outcome for us. They could kill us from 12. 3 cards in hand. Spell 1. It's not a hasty creature, though, which is big. One to the bottom. Okay. Spell 2. 1 mana open. 2, 3, 4, 5 damage presented. If they have Rage, they do win. It's exactly 12. Damn. Exactly fucking lethal, right? Damn. Dude. Fuck me. Whew. Okay. Damn, dude. On the play. Kill the first Slickshot. Still lost. Yeah. Alright. Alright, we got a couple more. Too bad. Yeah, so I could definitely see running a one-off dissection tool in the artifact deck. Just for the lifelink, I guess. In that color combination, it's a decent 5 mana 4/4 lifelink. We're on the play. We have Seed of Hope. It's okay. We can bid some lands. It's good enough for me. Give him the turn 1 green source. Yeah, we can discard a land here. A basic forest. I guess we can do this first. Oh, we did not hit a permanent. Too bad. Alright, I think the basic force can go. That was a whiff. You don't often whiff with that. So if we put creature, we turn on Delirium immediately. I'm not so sure we want to do that, though. I guess you could with Seed of Hope in hand. It's our only creature left against Orzhov. Go land Seed of Hope. Okay, that's quite nice. Now we can break out with Delirium into a hasty creature. Alright, dead. It's an automatically hasty creature. It's fine with me. Maybe technically you always do breakout first because the chance of hitting the Fear Missing Out is... it's a huge payoff. It sets you up for better subsequent turns. I guess it's the same damage either way. Maybe that doesn't make sense.
Enough with the mysteries.
Alright, let us hope to not whiff off the breakout.
Sacrifices must be made.
Sure, I'll take you. Okay, haste off the top. Come on. Don't fail me now. No whiffs. Alright, it has to be a 1-drop or 2-drop, right? I don't know if we bin anything here. We have to discard a card. If we take the Beast, you probably still take the Fear Missing Out. And bin the next Fear Missing Out, sadly. I get... It's a very good card. Yeah, I think you just have to play out the Beastie here. Okay, don't know how relevant that is. Too bad we whiffed off of one of the Seed of Hopes. But at least 2 creatures does protect us against the next Liliana or sack effect. Like, at least we still have gas. We do not have protection against that, though. So now we have nothing. That is a huge top deck. I think we will bend the Overprotect. Just look for more threats. We tapped out anyway. Oh, not a threat. Yeah, we can play you out. Should have waited in case we hit the land. I know you guys hate that. I have not played this card enough. This is my Ben. Beza is not great. Okay. Yeah, let's start here, I guess. We could hit something relevant. Let's not play the land. We can take a land, but let's just... If we attack with a tier, so we'll get a random card. If we're incredibly lucky, it's Overprotect, right? This is really bad for us. If we're incredibly lucky, it's Monstrous Rage or Overprotect. If it's a land, it's terrible. If it's anything else, we kind of just trade it in for a random 2-drop or 3-drop. I think it's worth the upside because we have no other way to deal with this. Okay, so we traded our 3-mana 3/3 for a 2-mana 3/3. And if we got very lucky, we'd hit something a little bit better. But our deck just doesn't really deal well with Beza. Like, we need a Violent Urge double strike to even start to change things. There goes our last creature. Unfortunately, the Keen-Eyed Curator could have actually been a 7/7 to get through Beza, but now it is gone.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Might as well play through the Liliana discard. Okay, we are about done here, I think. Turns out, a deck with lots of 1-drops and 2-drops is not amazing if there's lots of lockdown. Surprise, surprise. There goes Delirium. Alright, are we done here? I think we're about done here. I think there's no combination of cards that really gets there. You go Fear of Missing Out, discard nothing, draw a card. Into what? Tirsa? And you still have to rebuild the Delirium from scratch? Like, I think this is... I mean, this kills Liliana, but I just don't see a way in which we really come back from this game. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think we're about good there. I don't really see a way we come back from Liliana Plus and Beza defend the rest of the game, so I think we'll call it there for today's video. Yeah, should we have run more removal? Who's to say, man? The thing is, removal is tough against the Steel Cutter decks because even if you kill their creatures, they just spawn more anyway. Like if we had really subbed in, Obliterating Bolt, how much of a difference would that have made? I don't know. Some of the artifact hate would be a bit more interesting. Like I'd be more interested to mainboard in some scrap shooters. A random 3-mana 4/4 that also kills the Steel Cutter isn't bad. Giving them a draw off the card isn't great because they just set up for the next turn. I don't know how solid a solution this is, but there's, you know, between, what, 30-40% chance they just hit a land off it anyway. Tough. I do like Tirsa a lot in this deck. I mean, versus the Flytrap or Ren, I would have to say she's better. I feel like it is strong. The almost, you know, you can set up turn 2 Fear Missing Out into turn 3 Tirsa and get Delirium, I think, incredibly consistently. So I like that a lot. I think it is better than the Flytrap or the Random Realmbreaker, even though it has those weaknesses. Like, we have no ability to get through a Beza. Flytrap, at least, could be, you know, a 3-mana 4/6 or a 3-mana 6/8, I guess, is what happens if you double it up. It's hard to answer everything. I like Tirsa. I think Tirsa's good in this deck. The one-off Pyroclasm is cool. It was tough. It was tough. We did okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a B-tier deck. It's a B-tier deck, and we played out all the games and didn't cut any losses, so I think it probably performed about as expected. I don't know. Leave your thoughts. If you enjoyed today's video, you can like and comment and subscribe. If you want to become a member, have me play against you or with you or play your decks or whatever it is, you can become a member. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.